Reclaiming strength after 40, the doctor's perspective. Let me tell you something straight from 2 decades of medical practice. Aging isn't what weakens your body. Neglect is. As a physician specializing in human performance and muscular health, I've treated thousands of men who hit their 40s and thought the best days of their bodies were behind them. That's simply not true. What they lacked wasn't youth, it was the right plan. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need complicated machines. All you need is a set of dumbbells and 30 minutes of commitment. That is it. See, muscle loss after 40 isn't inevitable. It's preventable. In fact, building lean muscle becomes even more crucial as you age. Not just for appearance, but for your metabolism, joint health, balance, and even hormone production. Every rep you do is a message to your body. I'm still in this fight. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 doctor-recommended compound movements that deliver maximum results with minimum equipment. These are exercises I've used personally and prescribed to countless patients, from CEOs with no time to veterans recovering from injury. If you're over 40, your training needs to be smarter, not harder. That's why we'll focus on movements that hit multiple muscle groups at once. Burn fat efficiently and protect your joints. This isn't just a workout, it's a reset button. No more excuses. Let's rebuild your strength, your confidence, and your energy, starting today. The chest reboot, dumbbell bench press done right. The first exercise in this muscle rebuilding blueprint is the dumbbell bench press. And there's a reason it's at the top of the list. From a medical standpoint, the chest muscles, pectorals, play a far greater role in your daily life than just filling out a t-shirt. Strong pecs support shoulder mobility, improve posture, and help stabilize upper body movements, whether you're lifting groceries, playing catch with your kid, or bracing during a fall. But after 40, many men develop shoulder pain from years of bad form, desk jobs, or just neglect. Here's the good news. The dumbbell bench press can be your reset switch, if done correctly. Unlike a barbell, dumbbells allow for a more natural range of motion. You can adjust your wrist angle, correct imbalances between your left and right arm, and reduce strain on the shoulder joints. This minimizes injury risk while maximizing activation. Let me tell you about James, a 47-year-old accountant who came to me with chronic shoulder impingement. He hadn't trained chest in years out of fear. After just 6 weeks of modified dumbbell bench press training, lightweight, slow tempo, proper angle, not only did his pain vanish, but he gained 5 pounds of lean mass across his upper body. The key? Form over ego. You don't need heavy dumbbells. Start light. Brace your core. Lower the weight slowly and push up with control. Let your muscles, not momentum, do the work. 4 minutes. 30 seconds of pressing, 30 seconds of rest, repeated 4 times. That's all it takes to stimulate the muscle fibers, build strength, and trigger growth hormone response naturally. If you've neglected your chest, it's time to bring it back. Not with force, but with strategy. The back revival, dumbbell bent over row. Now let's talk about your back, the most neglected, yet most essential part of your entire muscular system. As a physician, I can't count how many men I've treated in their 40s or 50s complaining of chronic back stiffness, poor posture, or even recurring tension headaches. And guess what? 9 times out of 10, the root cause is muscular imbalance from a weak posterior chain, especially the mid-back and lats. This is where the dumbbell bent over row becomes a game changer. Unlike machines that isolate a single muscle, this movement recruits your lats, rhomboids, traps, and even your rear delts. It also engages your core and hamstrings, isometrically, making it one of the most complete upper body exercises you can do with minimal equipment. But form matters. A bent over row done wrong is just asking for a lower back injury. Here's what I tell every patient. Slight bend in the knees. Spine in a neutral position. Eyes looking forward, not down. Pull the elbows behind the torso while squeezing the shoulder blades together. Control the descent. Let me introduce you to Marcus, a 52-year-old former high school football coach. Years of standing on the sidelines, slouching over playbooks, and ignoring his own fitness caught up with him. He came to me with chronic mid-back tightness and occasional numbness in his fingers. After incorporating bent-over rows 3 times a week with light dumbbells and strict form, his posture improved dramatically within 2 months. His tension headaches? Gone. This isn't about chasing a ripped back for Instagram. This is about functional strength. Standing taller, breathing better, and relieving that pressure you've been carrying for years. 30 minutes. 5 moves. And this one might just save your spine. The shoulder reset, Arnold press with core focus, The older we get, the more vulnerable our shoulders become. It's the most mobile joint in the human body, and the least stable. That's why I recommend the Arnold press for men over 40. Originally designed by Arnold Schwarzenegger himself, this movement isn't just a flashy variation of the shoulder press. It's a functional upgrade. It rotates through a full range of motion, engaging all three heads of the deltoid muscle, front, side, and rear. But more importantly, it demands stability from your core, from your posture, and from your mindset. Unlike a seated press, I encourage standing during this movement. Why? Because standing forces your core to activate. You become your own stabilizer, just like you are in real life. Here's the form breakdown. Start with dumbbells in front of your chest, palms facing you. As you press upward, rotate the palms outward until they face forward at the top. Reverse the motion on the way down, slow and controlled. Keep your abs braced and spine tall throughout. Let me tell you about Carlos, a 44-year-old software engineer. He came in with rounded shoulders, forward head posture, and limited shoulder mobility. Classic signs of years spent behind a computer. We added the Arnold press to his routine, starting with just 10-pound dumbbells and strict tempo. In 6 weeks, he regained his overhead mobility, reduced his neck tension, and even noticed his breathing improved. This is what real shoulder training looks like after 40. Not ego lifting, but conscious control. The Arnold press isn't just about building stronger delts. It's about retraining your body to move the way it was designed to. It's strength with purpose, precision over power, and when paired with deep core engagement, it becomes one of the most intelligent upper body exercises in your arsenal. The lower body rebuild. Front squat for testosterone and balance. Ask any man over 40 what part of his body he trains the least, and I'll bet the answer is legs. But here's the truth from a doctor who studies male aging. Your legs are the hormonal powerhouse of your body. When you train them properly, you're not just building muscle, you're naturally boosting your testosterone, improving insulin sensitivity, and stimulating the largest muscle groups in your body for fat loss. That's why I always prescribe the dumbbell front squat. Unlike barbell back squats, which can put compressive load on the spine, the front squat using dumbbells keeps the weight in front of your center of mass. This forces you to stay upright, protect your lower back, and activate your core throughout the movement. It's safer, more joint-friendly, and ideal for men in their 40s and 50s. Here's how you do it. Stand with feet shoulder width apart. Hold a dumbbell in each hand, resting them on your shoulders. Keep your elbows up, chest tall, and spine neutral. Squat down below parallel if mobility allows. Then drive through your heels to stand tall. Breathe in as you lower, out as you rise. Let me introduce you to Mike, 49, a warehouse manager. He came to me struggling with energy dips, low libido, and stubborn belly fat. After blood work confirmed low testosterone levels, we ruled out medication and started with lifestyle intervention, including front squats twice a week. Within 2 months, Mike dropped 12 pounds of fat, gained noticeable quad and glute mass, and most importantly, his testosterone levels rose naturally by 18%. That's the hidden power of smart leg training. The dumbbell front squat isn't just about leg day. It's a prescription for posture, hormones, and performance. It stabilizes your knees, builds functional power, and restores the energy you thought was gone for good. Ignore your legs, and your foundation crumbles. Train them with intention, and your whole body rises with them. The stability solution. Reverse lunge for balance and joint protection. By the time most men hit their 40s, they begin to notice something subtle yet dangerous. Their balance is quietly declining. That slight wobble when stepping off a curb. The hesitation when reaching for something overhead. It's not just aging, it's a loss of proprioception, the body's ability to sense movement, position, and stability. Left unchecked, this leads to joint strain, falls, and slow recovery. That's why I consider the reverse lunge a non-negotiable in any training plan for men over 40. This exercise doesn't just build powerful legs and glutes. It trains your brain, your nervous system, and your joints to function as one cohesive unit. It improves hip mobility, knee tracking, and ankle stability, all without loading the spine or stressing the lower back. Here's how to perform it properly. Stand tall holding a dumbbell in each hand. Step backward with your left foot, keeping your upper body upright. Gently lower your knee toward the floor without slamming it down. Push through the front heel to return to standing. Alternate legs with control, never rushing the movement. Let me tell you about Greg, a 56-year-old commercial pilot. He didn't come to me for weight loss. He came because he tripped over his own foot while boarding a plane and tweaked his knee. After evaluating his movement patterns, it was clear his coordination and joint control were declining. We incorporated the reverse lunge 3 times a week, focusing on slow, mindful reps with light dumbbells. Within 8 weeks, Greg's balance was measurably better. His stride became more confident, and he no longer feared slipping or missteps. For men over 40, the reverse lunge isn't just a leg exercise, it's a neurological tune-up. It teaches your body to stabilize under movement, absorb impact, and recover with grace. You want to age like an athlete, not just survive like a spectator? Train your balance. Protect your joints. Master the reverse lunge.